Yeah, we did one in Vienna. It was really weird because it was in a hotel. And I remember 3D Max, they literally came to the computers in their dressing gowns. They'd just been in the sauna and they played in them. And they won. So anyway, good news.
The game
they're going to be playing now. So let's see if they are in dressing gowns. Take it away, guys.
All right, thank you so much, Richard. Here we go. This one's on the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. 3D Max taking on Legacy. See who will be the first team through here at CAC. The favorites, has to be said, it's 3D Max, hands down. But Legacy, a team that's difficult to put away. They'll be starting on the T side here of Dust 2. It's a pick of the Brazilians. And we will see Lato down towards T-Spawn right now. Gravity, not even at the PC, apparently. We'll sort those webcams out as we get ready.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
It is dressing gown that.
No. There'll be Lato with the Molotov smoke down towards the double doors. Double Julies for Exercise.
Exercise. Gravity. And ready to go with some shots to the smoke. Not going to be connecting his body. He nearly had a 3.0 rating in the opening map, Henry. That is...
Seriously?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, he's 10 HP now and dead. So not exactly the greatest start here for Body. Maka looking to make magic happen up through short with the dual Berettas. Goes back to the long swing. It's Nissim gone. Okay, Maka starting to chop them up nice and easy here for 3D Max, but still a 3v3 as Lato and Lux continue to combine. They don't even need a bomb plant.
Nothing too tactical there from Legacy.
Just bullets.
Getting some basic control of long and short. Full speed ahead, hitting those shots. Early gushes lead to early success here. That's, okay, ridiculous shot from Lato there. But Maka, the gunslinger with those dualies, managing to get a couple, but very convincing finish here, especially on that final kill. Lato dominates the pistol there. 3 kills for him. Forced by in response, though. Difficult round. Always, especially with the scout out and about. It's going to be that double door smoke coming in early.
Maka just missed his chance to drop Dumao, who now climbs up on top of the Xbox and has that short control. We'll see how far Dumao looks to move forward, and he's going to continue to race after that scout, forcing Maka back to safety. And they've got the space they've been looking for. But Maka, he's not one player to just drop back and take it easy. He's going to go forward again, reposition, and get aggressive to try and catch this opening. There's a little bit of an element of surprise. How long does he hang around here?
Got to drop down eventually. Down he goes. Full control of short granted to Legacy, and they're jumping down. It's lucky though with the 5-7 defending the scalp. Exercise and the Deagle, 2 bullets left in the mag. Looks like smooth sailing here. A couple of kills found, but still massive advantage for Legacy overall. Could be that Galil trying to hold them off, and now the retake will be attempted.
Yeah, Legacy not too happy about being a player down in this retake, but absolutely still on the cards to win it. Nissim and Sadzin together need this kill on Maka towards C2, who's acting as a distraction to free up his 2 teammates. Marching in from short, and Gravity with both in the Galil. It's a triple kill total for him to win this force buy for 3D Max. Legacy with a pistol win, but immediately losing the follow-up.
Well,
got a ball plant, so it should be a force buy again, Henry, and the force buy wars begin.
The force buy wars, the war of attrition, and it's looking good for 3D Max, recovering 3 rifles there as well. Galil's deep within their ranks. 3 players surviving. That's a very successful haul. With bomb plant, you're absolutely right. Will be a force and response. Lucky with the open up. That scout taking all the presence. They were hoping to find the sniper down there. Gravity watching the extremities. Catches the kill towards short and gets a couple more with that Galil. Round snatched away. Maka's got the AWP early. And he'll put it to good use. That's a lovely opening kill, boosting behind their own defensive smoke.
On the topic of Maka, did enjoy what Mao was saying. You know, if 3D Max were to have a good run here, Maka likely to be an MVP candidate. Definitely seen some magical moments out of him at Pro League. And I think unburdened by in-game leadership. Obviously being able to just focus solely on his role as an AWPer in the team now. Nice little boost for Lux over the top of the double doors. Have appeared down onto the ramp. Don't see anybody. Got old Mac out long with the AWP. He's scoped up, look at the longhouse. Eventually he's going to drift his attention back over towards Catwalk, and it's coming at the perfect time because they have got confirmation of Legacy's presence just around that corner, and grenades following up the Molotov, and that's going to end up being 52 HP for Lato.
There it is. An opening play, the flashbang very effective. Maka can't avoid it, jumping down towards CD spawn as well. Something to work with here. Lucky trying to back him up, but taking damage through the smoke. A couple of Tech 9 shots hit. Maka looks like he's got this kill all day long. No dice. He actually gets taken down. Even kill, but the scout prevails, and looks like we have full control here. The Force by Wars might have to continue. Gravity towards short, smoked off. His teammate nowhere to be seen. Stuck down in CT spawn is Body, and that's where he will remain. Spotted now, round over, and it is going to be the Force by Legacy finding success here in round number 3.
Yeah, don't give Body too much more here in terms of the damage that he can output. You want to keep these 3 players alive. AWPM4 is massive to save. Dumao is the only one that can really keep the pressure up. Body's going to try and slip away with that Galil. And yeah, back and forth. Scrappy start to dust too. It's a great way to return for Legacy after losing that follow-up. Let's see if 3D Max decide to invest here. They do have a little bit of money left over in the bank. Gravity's not in a great spot. Body's leftover money is not fantastic.
He can drop an MP9, I suppose. They'll take a tactical timeout by the sounds of things. It's a 5-on-4 advantage as well. Surprising to see that fall apart. This kill from Nissim made things uncomfortable. Orb comes to clear it, but a great shot. Lucky thought he would be good for a couple there. Couldn't connect the dots, and we do have round number 4.
It's like a tech issue more than anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. This game for the playoffs is best of 3.
I mentioned both of these teams. Pro League rosters, Legacy going out on stage 1. They play a lot of games in stage 1 too.
Yeah,
5 best of
2
3s.
and 3. Yeah,
and obviously a very unfortunate result for them going out to Astralis in a 3-map affair. Looked like they were going to be able to make it through to the second stage. Well, they beat Furia and they beat NRG. Other than that, they took losses to Gentlemates, Astralis, Bait, 3D Max, given a good run at EPL. Obviously stuck around a lot longer there in Stockholm. So they're traveled to China with less rest. And a lot of chit chat there. You see Body typing in the old chat.
Yeah, day 1 here. GSL format, give you a couple of days off if you can close this one out. Straight to the playoffs. GSL can be kind of brutal.
It's not bad, is it? Playoffs on day 1.
Yeah. You lose your opening best of 1, though. You're down in that lower bracket. That's where things get real dicey. 3D Max, one of the absolute favorites of this tournament, though. You got FaZe there, but it's a ropey-looking FaZe after being up 9-3 earlier against FUT. Managed to give the game up in regulation. So they're down in the lower bracket. You've also got Liquid as well. They won their opening game quite convincingly.
Yeah, they won 13-9 versus GamerLegion, who are another team that could cause some damage at the event. But you're absolutely right. I think if you're 3D Max and you're looking to make some strides and really start leveling up your expectations and results, this is a perfect time to do that. Because looking at the teams in this event, you're right. You're missing out on the elite squads. You're missing out on the spirits. You're missing out on Vitality, Furia,
Mouths,
Falcons.
The Falcons. Yeah. Bit of a shame for the Falcons over at Pro League, considering, like, they just looked so good throughout. Then they, like, same thing happened to Fisher Playgun, got to the semifinals, kind of fell off.
Yeah.
Grand final of Pro League was a completely different team.
Nico again having another clip where he can't get a shot from behind.
The game felt like it was already over.
Yeah,
but yes.
Of course. But, like, obviously people are just going to ring on about that.
Yeah.
Well, finally, tech issues sorted, and we were wondering, would 3D Max invest again? And they have. So it's going to be a force by continuing. Let's see if the wars will be over, or will they continue? Yeah, as we've got 2 Mal going for the peak.
These are the questions. It's pretty decent force by. Famous for Exorcists and Lucky. Got those French weapons in hand. A little safer body. Mac on the M4. Little boost up. Once again, finds Mac at the opening kill. Looking to upgrade. Looking to find an AK. Body will recover it. And now 4 players for Legacy towards long. No one flanking. No one probing the map. Molotov towards the car. No one home. Can feel that pressure coming in. CT's reposition. Do they push up a B here? That's the question. Yes, they do. Confirms their suspicions. So they'll leave a player in towards the pit. Smoke crossover again. Great kill from Lucky. Can't find the double. Maintains the advantage, though. And there is the backstab. Really nice work from Gravity. Stay alive now, kid. The hard work's been done. Bomb on the back of
down
Lato.
Into CT. Body's going to get taken out. And then Lato gets his gun out in time as he just spots Gravity. Okay, Lato. That's the kind of play that gets your team back into this kind of round. Here's Maka going for a solo adventure. Stops the bomb plant, delays it for a little bit longer, but his teammate's so far away. Look where Exorcist is. He's now just backing off through CT. Lato is waiting on his teammate. Fakes the plant, pulls him into the peak at window. Lato with a hero round right now. 7-1 start. And Exorcist getting legged on the cross. Yeah, this is a Lato round, assisted by some damage there at the end from Sadzin, who's chasing down that final kill, but it's Lato to confirm a 4K.
Wow.
That's a massive round, Henry.
Yeah, he goes 8-1. A monumental recovery there. 4 versus 2. Lato helps himself to the B bomb site. Times it to perfection. A couple of fake plants. Finds a kill towards window. Already got the entry in towards the B site. Then the AWP holding off those rotations. Hits the leg shot. Round done. Lato saves the day here. That shot especially. Fake plant. Beautifully played. And then closes it out. XC's already low. Has to be the eco now. Legacy in a prime position to get going here on their T-side of Dust 2. Their map pick. Zeus for XC's. That's about it. Got a 5-7 for Gravity, but no Kevlar, of course.
Well, should be no problems here, really, in dealing with this one. Nissim made whiff the first couple of shots, but able to control the double push. And then moves forward to cut down his third. So that'll be a 4-1 start here for Legacy. You know, there was a couple of possible pits they could have fallen into there, Legacy, throughout the first couple of rounds. You know, when the pistol lose the second round, and it looked like they were going to lose the previous until Lato was able to step up, and then they keep this one clean. So, nice foundation laid on the T side, 4-1.
Oh yeah, it's going swimmingly. Only losing to that force buy, but recovering. 50 seconds. Nothing for Body to do, really. He's at the long doors. Going to confirm the plant in towards B. 3D Max, bear in mind, yeah. Got to be tired. Already played a game today. You're jet lagged. Long old EPL. Went out in the quarterfinals. Lost to Falcons, but took a nap off them. That's pretty impressive. Like, it was a really great run. All things considered. I think they're one of the teams like kind of labeled as inconsistent, but I think they're slowly moving away from that.
Yeah, I think the Gravity in-game leadership change has been very solid for them. I think their ceiling has got higher with him coming in as the in-game leader. You know, I've seen them beat Na'Vi in the opening of EWC. It was kind of the first run out with that, and they beat China already earlier this year, like just before EWC. So,
right,
or right after EWC, I think it was. Like, so they already been out there.
Just got to get through day one. The hardest day of them all. A couple of games to play. Jet lag a factor. Dumal, though, in front of the incendiary. We'll have to run the gauntlet. Takes quite a lot of damage on the exit there. He's not the AWP, but had to spawn. And here we go then. Slow up. Default round being presented, trying to get that short control. We discussed this in the previous series. Your first objective. Trying to flush out any close range players towards this B bomb site. Very defensive hold. Gravity spots on though. Drops in a flash, pushes them back.
We haven't even really seen this first gun round get going, but I think we've already seen a higher level of Counter-Strike.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Than that last
series.
Night and day. Yeah. Just like going through the motions, utility's better, just the general spread is much better, and a great opener from Lux towards that back platform. Gravity taking out, opening kill for Legacy. They sustained some heavy licks. You know, Dumal's down to 50 HP, some health off the top of Lado and Lux alongside Nissim. But I think they'll be very happy with the opener. With 38 seconds left, though, they've got to make a decision on where they want to go. And Lucky has to turn away from that flash, gets back into the peak. That's a 4v4 again, thanks to Lucky's play. Exorcist now calls the long push and starts flanking around the backside, and he's got that kill on Lato. Dumal stepping up with a trade, though. And it's now going to be a 3v2 for Legacy to try and deal with this push, though. Exorcist flying through the double doors. Dumal's waiting inside of the CT smoke, and they're not ready for him.
No, certainly not. Dumal patiently waits for his moment as well. 2 versus 2.
Exorcist is actually looking at it. Exorcist is looking at him.
Oh, man.
And he just turns his back. He looks towards Dumao. He comes through that peak. And they just take 2 1v1 fights. And both of the 3D Max players come out on top.
I feel like he had the grounds to push that smoke. I felt like he had to activate a bit sooner there. But great awareness.
You give them enough time to piece it together, I think.
Yeah. 3 kills for Exorcist. Huge round considering Legacy got that pick towards B. Some open runway there. Difficult retake, and they give it to them. Way too much breathing room granted the 3D Max. Give them an inch, they'll take a mile. AK recovered. Open hands to Maka as well. Can they get on their feet on the CT side? Round number 7. First map here. Last series of the day on the A stream. How's that B stream getting on? Did GamerLegion win?
It's 1-1 right now in the series over that.
Okay.
And currently on a scoreline of 12-9 with Lynn Vision looking like they're going to close.
Oh, that's lower bracket as well.
GamerLegion will be out there for a number of days as well.
Oh, that's really rough. Keep track of that. Check out the B stream. Get on your second monitor. Important gun round here. Money is tight for both teams. If 3D Max win this, they'll tie things up. Almost certainly. Dumao finds a gap. Isolates the AWP up. Drops the incendiary. And is now going to be the mid to B split. The CTs are aware of it. Gravity and Body to defend here. Open duel. Gravity caught in the open. Miss him. Knows he has the upper hand here. Trying to work out where Body resides. He's going to get one. That's it. That could be the round in itself.
Smoke goes down on the CT cross. Here comes the boost up. It's going to be Lux to come away with that first, and Lucky cast aside. Now we're going to be looking at 5-2 for Legacy, and this Dust 2 is kicked off very well. I think one of the issues that people talk about for 3D Max is sometimes their map pool. If they get a Vito that has some of their favorite maps in there, and there's only a couple, then they're absolutely a very deadly team, and you can take down some of the best squads in the world. But if you find them on maps they're not necessarily as comfortable on, you start to see some of those weaknesses come in, and Dust 2 is certainly one of those. Lost to a number of teams already, and Pro League, they got some decent wins, started to pick up some pace. They beat FaZe, they beat G2, but they had lost to Ants, they lost to Furia. So it's going to be a bit rough for 3D Max at times. And you've let Legacy get up to a strong lead already. And a lot of the heavy lifting needs to be done on gun rounds, and they don't have enough money to buy in the next. So we're really looking at 6-2 to be a very likely outcome in the next 2 minutes here, Henry.
Yeah, the loss bonus only at the second stage is $1,900. So lucky 2K. You can partially invest, but not much. You can bring a couple of upgraded pistols. You're not going to be forcing this round, that's for sure. Take a tactical timeout. They're first to 3. Things starting to get a little bit uncomfortable out there. So we're seeing a couple of MP9s being purchased, but here's the coach. You know.
Who?
You know.
Well, the next 2 maps in the series are Inferno and Nuke. 2 maps that are very, very comfortable for 3D Max. So that's what we're saying in terms of the death set us up with, if the series is to go to 3, Dust 2 is incredibly important here for 3D Max, or for Legacy.
Well, there we go. What have they got? They actually cancel the MP9, get a refund. Could be a very light investment here. A couple of sets of Kevlar for Gravity, and Body, who gets tagged on the cross. That stings. HG's sure they connect, but it's going to be the opening frag for Lux, no problem. Finds Lucky towards Long. That should pretty much be it. Not really much else out there to work with. They've got full Long control now. Confirmed that. Dumao watching the extremities for any sort of rotations from lower or the mid doors, and he's going to get action in that area. So, good shot from Exorcist.
Yeah, it can't be bad to that on the Deagle. How much more can they get here? Smoke for the cross is going to make things a lot more difficult here for Body. Blocks is dropped from the server.
Okay.
A little bit unfortunate.
That makes things a bit weird.
Yeah. Definitely makes things weird. Let's see if they can capitalize on this chance. 3D Max going to be stopped by Nissim.
Okay, crisis averted. We'll be getting a tech timeout in the following round, that's for sure. But Legacy weather the storm. 3 players survive. Should have been 4, I suppose. But it's 3D Max. That was the full eco. I want to take a timeout regardless. The money situation's still not great. That loss bonus really hurting them on the CT side here. Maka with 5,300. 5K for Gravity and Exorcist. So they want to change things up. Do they want to start getting a bit more aggressive, go for those opening picks? Mac has been very good at them. The boosts have been great. They've had plenty of 5-on-4s, unable to convert them, though. Legacy. Bit of a sleeper team. Not normally highly rated, not on the tip of everyone's tongue, but certainly a difficult team to put away. We always talk about the Dumao and Lato show. Nissim having a great game so far, 11-5. They've got everything they need. Money's starting to build up quite nicely. Nuke up next, the 3D Max pick. Specialist on that. We saw plenty of success for them at Pro League on that map. Against Falcons, you remember, they were down 10-2, Dinko. They brought it all the way back to overtime.
Yeah, their most recent win on Nuke being against the Huns earlier today. A 13-1 win. Lost to Falcons, though.
Yeah. But still, nice little comeback.
Well, attack issue. Just for everyone to get comfy in their seats.
Yeah. Lux dropping out mid-round. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fair to talk about 3D Max's busy schedule. They attended out for the second season. They opened up by playing the first tournament of the season, which was Fisher Playground 1.
That was a throwback.
Which TYLOO won at the start of the season.
Against Astralis in the grand final.
Then they went to Cologne, then EWC, and then they went to China for the Perfect World CS Challenge Series.
Well, I think it's been good for them, like solidifying themselves like a top 10 team now, instead of just being an outlier that sometimes gets upset. Like they actually seem to be making playoffs, if not getting close to it each and every time. They're a dangerous team now.
Yeah, they won that Perfect World Challenge as well over TYLOO. And then EPL to here. So, here's a quick long take. Lux going to be charging out of the longhouse. He's got himself to the blue bin. It's going to be an opening kill through the smoke, though. Body landing the headshot on Dumao.
Need to start posting some rounds here for 3D Max. Tired, surely, but they've actually Molotov themselves. A bit of a lifeline here. Maka jumps at the chance to get involved, and here's the aggression we were speculating about, but still it starts to crumble once again. A 2 versus 2. This is down to 1 point of health. Lux will have to do the heavy lifting here. Bombs down in a precarious spot, though, top and middle. How do they get themselves back into it? Nissim on 1 HP. XC's trying to lock the door towards those long doors. And now, this fight decides the round. Clean from Gravity. Presumably round done. He's going to make his way towards the B-bomb side, try and come through the double doors himself, but yeah, almost no chance of winning it. Would have to hit some ridiculous shots at this stage. Gravity seems to be aware of it. There it is. The 1 bullet connects, and we've got a round for 3D Max. A bit more aggression there, playing on the front foot.
Yeah, that's what we know and love about 3D Max is their proactive play both on T and CT side. It can be very exciting to watch. Oh, damn. Pretty even game at the moment.
Yeah, well, 3D Max were definitely the heavy favorites coming into this one, but this rough start has let Legacy back in.
Yeah, Mac has got the AWP out, though, going up against Sadzin. And Sadzin's going to bring that AWP over towards B. He's going to start in the tunnels.
Okay, yeah, 3 players making their way towards the tunnels at the start. Looking for the opening kill if possible, waiting for the initial barrage of utility to subside. Smoke down, though. Might need to reconsider your options. Huge grenade to kick things off as well. Feeling that B presence come through. Another grenade hits Sadzin in the face. 25 HP. Can't take nearly as many risks now. Smoke dissipates towards the double doors. Gravity not dissuaded, though. Wants that intel. Spots one. Flash over the top. Can't afford to peek again. Oh, this is great work. Triple kill potential, but still it collapses.
Yeah, now the AWP of Maka up at the window. Okay, look for a second there like Sadzin was about to get Maka moving off the angle, but Maka hangs around just long enough to get that kill. So Dumao and Nissim now trying to figure out how to win this round. So 2 players going up through Cat.
This is the correct choice, though. No one on the A side. They've got some open runway to get the bomb planted. No further utility, however. But XSC's unlucky. Would have to retake. Confirming the B tunnels are clear. Maka telling them to hold their ground. They might have to retake through short, though, realizing retake through spawn is going to be a tall order. They have one flashbang remaining. Do they have a kit? Yes, they do. It's on Maka. So time is going to be running thin here by the time they actually commit. Came out towards shore, making a lot of noise as well. Dumal noted. Now it's got the Nissim.
Head going to be showing now. Lucky able to take his chance and Exorcist to close it out. And absolutely look like Legacy have worked themselves into a very possible win there. And 3D Max come in for the retake. They don't lose the following player, and it's now 6-4 as that lead is slowly but surely starting to shrink.
Think I've got some bad news.
What's that news?
GamerLegion are out the tournament.
Oh no.
It's all gone wrong.
That is tragic, really, for GamerLegion. They had the new offer as well. Hypex coming in.
He looked good at Pro League.
Yeah.
He bottom fragged the series. 3-map barn burn up.
Well, losing to Lynn Vision. The home fans, at least, happy about that. I'm sure Lynn Vision going to be challenging, trying to get into the playoffs still.
Crazy. Just one day of play for GamerLegion.
Towson's continuing to have good performances, though. Like I feel like him and Rez have started to really step up.
Yeah.
I think that trio of PR, Rez, and Towson's solid. Well, Maka, that's a good start. Body getting to go with the secondary sniper.
What a shot that was with the Deagle, though. Not enough to seal the deal. But yeah, secondary orb put on high alert there. 5-on-3. And that should be all she wrote, because you can see they don't really have a whole lot to work with here. There's no Kevlar, no nades. 5-on-3, bomb down. Do not stack, whatever you do. Not down there. Chance of a shot there for Dumal, one that's not converted. And we got 6-5. 3D Max bringing this back to life. I feel like Dust 2, it's must win for Legacy. They have to. You're not going to take down 3D Max on you. They're too good at them. And it looks like we could be splitting this one right down the middle at 6-6. That was the eco, though. We'll have a nice buy. Probably tactical timeout territory for the final round of play. Bringing the coach. You want to convert this one. You want a nice lead going into that second half, considering where you were. You had their backs to the wall. 3D Max couldn't get going here, but now got everything they need. Double orb setup, all the kits. Probably drop another M4 and spawn for a retake. And off we go. Final round of this first half. Aggressive once again, this time with the orb towards lower B.
Yeah, Body starting to push up. Look at this, double ops pushing the lower and upper tunnels. With the rifle going forward first. Oh, Nissan!
Wow.
Making sure Legacy get a 2-man advantage to close this. Kamaka shut the gap, misses the shot on the peak. Now the element of surprise. Oh, that AWP's gone, and Nissan moving forward with a triple kill. Not always known as the bulldozer of the team, but here he comes this time, just flattening the defenses of 3D Max. And it's going to be a 7-5 lead.
Well, you love to see that. An aggressive play. A calling card at 3D Max in towards the upper tunnels. An off angle for Nissim. Yields 2 massive frags. Makes his way towards B. A missed shot from Maka has led them to 7-5 on the board here. Legacy maintained their lead after a very successful opening gambit here on Dust 2. Started to drop off, but that is a monumental round there from Nissim. Huge output. All headshots. And now they have something to work with here. A slight lead into the second half. This will be very important for them. See the scoreboard come up here. Nissim was 17-8. Good God, that's a fantastic showing in the first half. 137 ADR.
Yeah, he's not usually like that player, though. You know, as we hear from the desk, it's more about Lato and Dumal, that combo, or Timu, Kesrado, and Yuri is how Vor put it. I like that one. And Sadzin is the Alpert, but you know, Nissim, he's having a moment. He's stepping up. Great first map here for him in the series. Let's see if it's a losing effort or if they're able to close out their 7-5 advantage they've currently got going on to the defense.
Very important pistol, ladies and gentlemen.
All pistol rounds are important. That is what we always say.
And we've got 2 smokes, 3 flashes, no upgrade. Oh, there is a P250 for Maka. I tell a lie.
Oh.
So.
Will that make a big difference, Henry?
He'll be working towards long, but they'll smoke the double doors, but looks things to kick things off.
Oh, he's actually looking down middle with that.
Okay.
We're going to make the P250 a bit of a sniper.
Boost all over the show here. 2 players towards short. The P2000, however. Crosshair down towards lower B. Doesn't connect. Tease. Oh, that P250. That was a chance. Does a freebie. Can't quite connect the shot. Nissim reads the situation well, knowing there's all his aggro going on. Tucks himself in towards upper B. Backstab potential is there. Smoke's being exchanged. And the final call from 3D Max. If they go A, they've made the right call. They have got XCs tucked in towards long. They'll have to deal with Dumal, though.
Oh my God, Nissim, what have you had for breakfast?
That's crazy. With the Julies as well.
Dumal with the car. It's going to be Max's P250. Okay. Bloodthirsty is that little P250, but here he comes, the god of the server today. It's Nissim diving down into CT spawn, and they have to try and remove him with flashes, but nothing's hitting him. Nissim's actually just got away with it somehow. Fully blind, standing in the open, didn't get killed. Oh! And then Lato swings in from short to secure it. Nissim is now 19-8 in Legacy when the pistol to kick off the second half.
He's playing like a man possessed right now. The Julies, the one taps and lower, are you kidding? Have a look at this. It all started so well. They've had so many opening advantages.
Shadow, bang, only 1 bullet.
And they get these 2 kills towards long. That should be the round over. How does he survive at CD spawn? I'll never know, but Lato was there. Heavy damage, picks up the pieces here. Low HP, still comes out on top. No bomb planted.
Yeah, those are the 2 players really spearheading this lead for Legacy. You've got Lato at 13 kills, Nissim on 19, and now we're getting involved in a bit of a scout battle in middle. Maka taking all of the damage.
So yeah, taking the full eco. Just the scouts looking for those tags, but it's pretty much guaranteed the Legacy find this one. Gonna have to do the hard way now, 3D Max.
Here's Body with the Deagle. Maka peeking in behind him on the scout, really trying to force Nissim away. Nissim doesn't want to put himself in a dangerous spot. And they'll re-smoke out the tunnels, blocking and not allowing 3D Max to come through with even a slight opportunity at opening up the B defenders and getting that bomb down. Here's a flank for Dumal. Loving this. Should be nice and easy to make some money. These are the best kind of kills.
Ooh.
And then Maka.
Okay, something. These sort of rounds, you're just trying to chip away at the economy. You're not going to win it, but you can find 2 kills. Will have a massive knock-on effect if you can win the follow-up buy. So that's the objective right now. Lucky will recover the Famas, but they do want to go down. It sounds counterintuitive, but you don't get any money if you outlive the timer on the T side. No more kills found. It's going to be Lato closing things out.
Still just thinking about that GamerLegion loss. It's like...
It's rough, yeah. They're one of the big names of the tournament.
So you've come to a tournament where, you know, you're the 5th highest ranked team. You gotta start doing something at an event like this. Oh well.
Good try.
Them and the Huns, same tier.
Yeah, when you put it like that, doesn't sound great, does it? It's going to be the first gun round here. However, Maka with the scout once again. Oh, that's a crazy maneuver.
All right, fair enough. Gymnastics with the scout going again.
Holy.
Wasn't too far off landing a second kill either, Sadzin.
Didn't think he'd be getting a tag, let alone a headshot there. That's wild. All right, opening kill, Legacy. Great opener. It's been 3D Max have been finding these 5-on-4 advantages, unable to convert them. Now the boot is on the other foot. Maka finds a gap, but shots don't connect. No damage inflicted. Smoked off. Grenades received here. Chipping away at Maka. A split has to be the aim of the game here, but
Shadow.
Scout's going to connect. More and more damage inflicted, but 3D Max not done yet. They might be now. A couple of kills there for Lux and Nissim, and we just got Gravity already tagged at the start of the round.
Dude,
Scout will
the
finish him
scout
off.
is the GOAT weapon.
Yeah, that's wild. What a round. What an opener.
Well, not only does it look like they're going to win Dust 2, it looks like they're going to win Dust 2 convincingly, Henry. They're going to be up to 11-5. 3D Max don't have enough money to get a real good buy here. You can maybe see some upgraded pistols, but even then, there's a case to be made. It might just be worth saving all the extra money. If they are going to go for the Tech 9s, they're going to go for a little bit of utility. Gives them a couple of options available to them. But for Legacy, just keep it clean. Looking like Dust 2 is going to be theirs if they keep playing like this.
Absolutely true. Partial buy with the loss bonus racking up. That's pretty much it. We've got some Tech 9s and Deagles. Maka taking the full eco for the orb going forward. They need to lock in right now. They can steal this round away. They'll be in a much better position. 11-6. 11-5, I should say. Looks like it'll be GG moment. And they're not going to find that early advantage. Not by a long shot. Sadzin continues to find great output here. That's going to be 4 kills in the round. He's on for the ace. Just lucky to deal with. In towards lower as well, hoping he swings around and gives him that easy 5th kill. But lucky, it's going to make him work for it. 11-5. Oh dear. Jamal gets him. Clean wallbang. 1 round away from map points. Let's have a look at the replay. Really nice little sequence, even while blind. Times the swing to perfection. 3rd kill was brutal. Ducking and weaving around the map. Last chance saloon for 3D Max here. Round 17. Got the ult for Mac up.
Indeed.
Full buy.
Got to show us something special here with the comeback on Dust 2. You've spoken of their tenacity and their ability to come back into maps. We've got to see it right now.
Yeah, like we said, 10-2 down against the Falcons. Managed to bring it back to overtime. Didn't win in overtime, but still, never give up, never surrender. Anything can happen in MR12.
Yeah, how many comebacks have we seen happen so quickly? You know, you're only really a few gun rounds away once you get that economic break. Unfortunately, that economic break is a long way off with the amount of money that Legacy have built up here. It's going to be Mako forced back.
Oh, massive damage received for 3D Max here. Trying to get the short control. Sure, they've got it, but looks to be a mid to B split. Gonna have to deal with Lato. 16-7 right now. At least it's not Nissim, I suppose, but still finds the opener. Clean, lines them up. Gets himself 2 kills. His Exorcy's down to 2 points of health here. Dumao on the rotation. I don't think he's hurt either. It's going to be another round. That's map points.
Yeah.
Very convincing.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Legacy are going to win Dust 2. I mean, it's very, very clear to us right now. That was it. That was 3D Max Go. They've won the map that we said they had to, which is Legacy's opener of Dust 2. And it's not like the rest of the veto is going to be uncomfortable for Legacy. They've got all the maps they want to play. Yeah,
they're very capable of playing Nuke, that's for sure. They just don't have as many reps against top teams on it, I suppose.
And Inferno is the map, is the first pick usually for Legacy. It's just a handshake map for both teams as they want to leave that as the 3rd, right? So it's not like the map veto doesn't make Legacy feel comfortable. It's just we know 3D Max are just a better team. But if they're playing like this, I mean, Legacy could absolutely do this today, Henry.
Absolutely true.
Into the playoffs, that could be crazy.
Yeah, I guess it's not a must-win game in that regard. But 3D Max definitely the favorite team going into this one. And this is nothing but one-way traffic. Lato has an opening kill once again. He's got backup from short. The HE finishes the job here. Incendiary's being exchanged. It's messy. It's uncomfortable, but a 3-on-3 for now. Desperately trying to hold on. Nissim takes that upper B control. Dumao fighting towards short. He goes down here. Gravity vaulting up at the Mac 10. Anything left to be said. The bomb goes down in lower B. That's an absolute nightmare. Let's see whether we close things out right here, right now. The master of Dust 2, Nissim.
Let's see if he truly is masterful and unkillable. He's got himself Maka. Now looking for Gravity. And Gravity makes sure that it is still going to go on for just a little bit longer. Nissim not able to win it out completely.
Well, there we have it. They hold on just about. They recover the AWP as well. Buy won't be perfect, but it will be there. 6 in a row. Let's see how tenacious this team can be. Legacy have let them back in. Felt like that round was done when the bomb was found. Maka, though, fighting valiantly with the scout. Now has the AWP. You can see a lot of concessions have to be made. Gonna have to keep things simple here. They don't have much utility, and it's just gonna be a good old-fashioned B take here. Massive grenade open picks up. Can he find multiple kills? No. But Lato, they are weak. They are wounded. Looking to close things out. Put your nades away, guy.
He gets out again. That's the bomb going down, and surely it is 3D Max going down as the grenade lands around the back of Exorcist. Maka with a 1v4. He's all the way over towards CT spawn. So even if he gets the first kill, they'll be able to adjust and set up around this bomb. So Maka not going to be getting into a position to win this one.
It's been pretty weak from 3D Max, I have to say. Lots of 5-on-4 advantages. No one really popping off, Dinko. Everyone looking pretty quiet. Exorcist 12 and 15 normally going hell for leather in these sort of matchups. Had a great pro league, but very quiet by his standards here. No one stepping up. Maka had an okay game. Gets one more kill, but yeah, the job is done. It's going to be 12-6, soon to be 13. Unless something unbelievable happens right here, right now. 40 seconds to work with. Sound cue.
Yeah, I mean, lock him out. Sadzin confirms it. A 13-6 win here for Legacy on their must-win of Dust 2. And right now, I don't even know if it's a must-win because 3D Max aren't here. They're not playing like the team we know they are. Legacy looking like the better squad.
Right, absolutely spot on there in his analysis from Dinko. We'll have to get him in the chair. I mean, the psychiatrist chair, of course. No, I'm kidding. He's absolutely right. 3D Max, unrecognizable. We spent a big portion of the desktop.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the CS Asia Championships 2025. We've got Legacy versus 3D Max fighting for playoffs. We've got Legacy one map up. We now head to Nuke. 3D Max were nowhere to be seen on map 1, Henry. They've got to arrive now on Nuke.
I think they will. That was the wake-up call they needed.
Yeah.
It was going way too well for them today. Legacy, well, it is peaking at the right time, though. Nissim with a masterclass on Dust 2. The decoy towards outside as well, making another appearance. Upper explosion looking very likely. No nade for the door, going to be opening it manually. Jumao, usually star of the show. Waits towards that hut. Plenty of time to work with here. Lux towards main. Getting in the vents. There's the door open. Smoke's down. And I think they've got this opening kill, no problem. I say that, it's actually getting real dicey out there. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, a lot of whiffs, a lot of misses. But a minute left as Nissim never misses. He's got himself down into dark. And he's got to bide his time. Here's the steps crossing into the site. Running over the glass. Now here's that plant. Goes to commit. And they line up. It's going to be Nissim and Sadzin working together. Bomb plant denied.
Damn.
And that's huge, Henry, because
that is huge.
You can lose the pistol round, but not getting the bomb plant means you're not going to get that solid force buy in this next round. So Legacy coming out with an attitude.
Okay. Bit of an ugly one there from 3D Max.
Yeah.
Perfect flashbangs. And like you said, whiffs being the operative word there for sure. How did 3D Max not get a plant out of that sort of play? It was going so well. Lucky. Got to convert that. Sadzin coming in for the ramp. Lato, beautiful shot to deny any possibility of body recovering it. Has to be the eco, I would say. So yeah, Glocks only looking to get a plant, a couple of kills. It's the top end of it, really. Just what they were looking for. The 2-0, booking themselves a place in the playoffs. There's a whole lot more likely now. 2-0 confirmed. I say that. Hold on.
They won the pistol round. 2-0 locked
No,
it.
as in 2-0 in 2 rounds confirmed.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It's all done. Pack it up.
All
okay,
right.
Actually, maybe it won't be
maybe it's not.
Okay, that's wild.
Yeah, well, that old Deagle, it's got a bit of a crack to it. Dumao and Lux both dead, and it's Lato coming up through secrets. All right. Be careful here, Lato. There's a quick one. Getting peeked, multiple angles. Doesn't want to get involved in that.
Ooh, lucky he avoids the headshot there. Well, I said 2 rounds confirmed, but it's feeling uncomfortable, that's for sure. They have no util, they do have an MP9 now. I think he goes down here. No, Lato's done very well. Looks like crisis is averted. Although, like we said, 2 kills, that's actually a really good result for 3D Max. If they can win this first gun round, the money is going to be very limited on the CT side. That's costly. Legacy enter round number 3 here. A little bit wounded, a little bit battered and bruised. Legacy now the favorites according to the odds as well after that pistol victory here on the CT side. 3D Max, somewhat of a home map for them. Always so good on Nuke. But are they tired? So many events. Straight from Pro League into China, CAC. Headed to the quarterfinals out in Stockholm. Let's have a look. Some pace behind this one. We're going to cross towards Secret. Got body on towards main roof. Nice grenade to open things up. Not popping the smoke, going for damage. Damage they will find. Gravity down to 71. 2 players at Secret though, but there is a rotation early, so they're obviously very aware of that possibility. So trying to respond. Do they go for some lobby control themselves? Lucky in the open here. He has got Ecstasies with him. Shot in the ramp room, of course. Not going to go down towards lower, but looks things here. Lux getting that intel. Dumao tucked away in towards the squeaky door. Got a peek for a bit of info and gets a lot more than he bargained for. Good response, even better. They actually find a lot there, Dinko. 2 kills. 4 on 3, time ticking away here, 40 seconds, and a huge recovery required.
Bomb's the big issue, isn't it? You got to go back and get that. It's going to waste some crucial seconds, and you don't have a lot of it. Only 35 left, so Mac is going to have to come through lobby and try and split this A site, but Body gets over the top. Nissim had his back turned to him. Body now in a long-winded fight again.
Oh!
All right, round's done. Body decides to win it.
That's crazy.
3 kills in the upper bomb site. First is easy. The player's looking away. CT fight towards the vent, looks a little wild, and then snaps down on the hut player. And I think Legacy just completely shocked by the fact that that heaven gap was open that long, and no one's looking at it. No one
prepared for it whatsoever. Lux with no chance to win it. Like we said, those 2 kills they lost to the Glocks.
Well, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, and especially you get those 2 kills towards the trophy room. You got all that control, but no one considering the heaven flank coming in, and it certainly disrupts them. 3 kills for Body. Beautiful on the 3rd as well. Great awareness, and yeah, that's round guaranteed. 3D Max post round early. They'll be bottom of the barrel loss bonus, so Lux can't even attempt this one. Didn't stand a chance in the 3-on-1. Oh, W. The 3D Max motto.
Terrorists win.
And it will be Body stealing the round away. Felt like they were done for with that ramp maneuver. Round 4 comes in. Money's still okay, but it's certainly not great. There will be concessions made. Sansa will buy the early orb, but it's going to have to be SMGs, FAMAS otherwise. So a bump in the road here. It was looking so promising for Legacy. The round falls apart. 3D Max back to fighting form early. SMG's got to get the job done here. Sadzin wants to go for that opening pick.
I like this idea, you know, send the AWP in, trying to get aggressive. Sadzin could peel away with the first kill here.
Yeah, it sets up the SMG to get posted at least. You might not go any further. You can leave him towards the trophy room.
My god, this is wild. He's going, and yeah, that's why. It's a little bit risky. MP9 couldn't get a double kill. Body off the ladder. Oh my god, this is crazy. How are all the fights happening in the first couple of seconds of the round?
Oh my god. Okay, ladder's dead.
Yeah. Legacy's aggressive moves did not pay off, but
if they just waited a couple of seconds longer in ramp, there was a freebie coming up. They overstepped the mark. The MP9 only good for 1. And 3D Max will find their 2nd. It's a very convincing finish as well.
Yeah, 4 players staying up is huge. You know, it's important that Maka and Lucky don't die. They're very low in HP, but the fact that they don't die keeps the money growing here for 3D Max as they look to settle in to the second map. They were flat on Dust 2. Never really got a patch of form. There's Legacy looking like the better squad the whole way through. That was certainly helped out by an individual heroic performance from Nissim. Lado had a number of rounds too. But 3D Max, if they are to get back into this series and really show us some good form, they've definitely got to step up early on Nuke. And 2 T rounds already. Especially because both T rounds had windows of opportunity for Legacy to win it, Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you mean the previous round, they obviously had the huge advantage. Should have won that. It was a 5v3. This round, like you said, a little bit more patience being exercised, they would have very likely got the opener they were looking for in the ramp room.
The setup was looking so nice as well. You had the SMG posted in trophy room. A few more seconds is the difference maker there. You get the clean kill, the AWP falls back, the SMG mows them down. Overstepping the mark, though, and then you're just disjointed in those two fights.
Yeah.
And it's two 1v1s.
Yeah.
So they'll save the M4, but that's about it. Can't really invest anything into it. PD50 for Dumao, sure. Lux with the M4. A real grenade to speak of. They have one smoke left over from the previous round. Going to boost up in towards a ramp room, but Gravity not wasting any time here. In-game leader makes his way down towards lower. Quick as you like. Confirms that no CTs are entering from the secret steps. This is where 3D Max really get going now. Their map pick.
I like the ramp room idea, but I don't think anybody's going to be committing there anytime soon for 3D Max. Great opportunity for so much money to build up on this T side. Smoking towards the locker rooms. Lux wanted to use that rifle to try and catch them crossing outside. Not allowed that vision. He's going to climb up to Heaven instead. This is the only move they've got available, and it's Lux peeking out from Heaven. He does well to get one, descending down into the bomb site.
Oh, it gets a bit weird here.
Yeah, it does. Oh my god, a dink on Maka, Henry. This could start to fall apart.
Okay. They're getting lots of intel. Sad's in with the backstab. Potentially. Oh, no, he can't connect him. One bullet. He goes for the headshot instead. He's not to know.
25.
Kill.
Here's the rifle. Out to the peak. Gets clear. P250. Another one. Bomb. Trying to get out of the hide and not going to be happening here for Dumao. So back down the ladder. Does get a little bit weird, as you said, Henry.
Yeah.
It's all good for 3D Max.
Oh, there were some moments where it could have fallen apart there, but without finding that garage play up, without giving up the rifle, it's actually a pretty convincing finish there. Good effort from the M4 of Lux, but only finds one kill. And they're going to take the lead here. 3D Max 3-2. Dumao is going to be looking for exits. All he can really bring to the table at this point. There is an AK in towards T main. Has got time to get away with it as well. Uh-oh. Well, no, he doesn't anymore. Had to try and outrun the blast. Lucky there in T-spawn. Takes him down. Nice headshot. 3D Max in the lead. 3-2. On the T side, no less as well. But here comes the next gun round. Can't afford the AWP, but Nissan will make up for it. He's got the AUG.
You don't see that too often. We did see it twice, though, back at Pro League. So maybe we'll start to see it creep in a little bit more, Henry.
Yeah. It's a very viable weapon. Like maps like Train. If you're playing like Ramp Room as well. Very viable. That's exactly where Nissan plays. You get that back box. Duck and weave. We'll see the outside smokes. The old traditional ones. Going to be Lux to open things up there. Nice shot on Maka. Opening advantage here. Didn't cost them too much either. Ecstasies now didn't cross when the smokes are up. Can redeploy. Oh, they missed the main smoke.
Yeah, it hasn't quite waterfalled down the way they would have liked at 3D Max. That does leave a big gap here for Dumao to try and capitalize on. And
Still
they're going to have to use flashes to swing instead. And the peek into Dumao has resulted in a follow-up kill here for Legacy.
That's such a nightmare because you need that smoke to even lurk in properly. Because when you flash it, the CT can't dodge the flash. You don't see it coming. And you just have to acquiesce in the play and think, well, we've missed a smoke. Still need to challenge. We have nothing else to work for here. Round's still alive somewhat. Not anymore, though. It's going to be one kill for Lucky, but taken down with the backstab and Legacy back to the winning ways, tying things up at a 3-3 scoreline. Love to see that. Great round. Opening pick towards Maka as well. Outside. Aggressive. Excursion. Courtesy of Lux. It's a great shot. Just on the precipice of the smoke as well. Speaking of smokes, completely fumbled the round. So that smoke goes awry. There's not really much you can do apart from take the try challenge. And like I said, you can see the flash coming in at that point. So, tactical timeout. It's going to be Legacy calling it, by the looks of things. Yeah, we just wanted to calm down. There's been some frantic rounds here.
Just hanging out, chilling in the hotel room. I have to say, it's quite a nice hotel room over there, Henry. Look at that little flower design over the bed.
Hotels in China are ROP.
I've never been.
Oh, dude, there's
never been to China. I've cast a lot of Chinese Counter-Strike.
They're like 6-star
events.
hotels. It's unreal. They've got the best food. And they do like breakfast buffets with like every cuisine in the world as well.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's wild.
You could like go to a different country every morning for breakfast.
It's so good.
Did you choose beans and toast, Henry?
Yeah, every day. Fish fingers, beans on toast.
Smiley faces.
Yeah, turkey dinosaurs.
That's why you grew up big and strong, Henry.
Exactly.
Outside crosshair for body, is that red? It's going to send some shots to that smoke. Not going to be connecting, though. Oh, look at this. Doom out. I love it. Risk going into the hut and pulling out, not seeing too much in there.
Important round here. CT economy certainly not established to reinvest in all the util. Got a couple of AKs in their ranks as well, but slower pace from 3D Max, not focusing towards outside. Not much presence at all, really. They haven't dropped the smoke, wall of smoke, sorry. And it's going to be Nissim patrolling the secret steps. Smokes, flashes towards main, making things uncomfortable. Exorcise with a nice opening kill. You can see a river of flames engulfs the upper bomb site here. Headshots being delivered. Sadsin, last line of defense. Can he find a double? Can't even find one. A couple on a plate there, but it's very convincing. 3D Max flood the upper bomb site. Great execution there. Stifling utility across the board. You could see they were locked out of the choke points. Standing in the open, flashed off, and piece by piece they are torn apart. 4-3. Like we said, the money is not great. Even after winning the previous round, tying things up. They're left with like $2,000 each. So they took the tactical timeout, and it's led them to a clean sweep against them. What do you even do with it? I don't think you can. You can't really force. You get 2,400 in the next round.
No, you gotta just take the hit here, don't you, and allow 3 max 5 T rounds. And yeah, I mean, we knew this series could get difficult when it gets onto the final 2 maps here. We know Legacy like these maps, but as we've mentioned, 3D Max are the better squad. They didn't play like it on Dust 2, but as the series goes on, there is opportunities for 3D Max to wake up and warm up into the series. And they're doing that now on this T side. I think those early missed opportunities on the defense for Legacy, you know, that 5v3 could come back to haunt them. Okay. Exorcist able to spin and get Nissim. Should be nice and easy here for a 5th round victory. And just old Lato. And a little P250 coming down at the squeaky door. It's now 5-3 on the board for 3D Max.
Making sure they take all the precautions here. Not planting straight away. Still somewhat of an opportunity to get 1 kill. Not going to be converted though. Building up a nice reservoir of rounds though. 3D Max with 5. Money's still not great on the CT side, even after the full eco.
Yeah, not enough to get the AWP out. There's obviously a weapon that can really change things up here on the defense. They just don't have it available for Sads and continuing to play with the rifle.
Yeah, it's those that round towards ramp. They had the 5-on-3 advantage. You know, they got the first couple of kills looking so good, and then got taken down by body from the heaven position. It felt like that's where the wheels started to fall off here for Legacy.
Yeah, it's
haven't really recovered since.
I love this from 3 Max as well. They've thrown out all the early utility, acting like it's going to be a quick top pop. Just bait out that util from the CTs, and then you can throw another execute back in, the double pump in towards the A site. It's going to be Lato with the opener. Here comes the wave. It's going to be 2 players coming in, Body and Gravity, cutting through the defenses, and it is complete destruction here. 3D Max showing a different level of comfort on Nuke.
They have got no response for this upper execution. They don't know what to do with it. They are getting absolutely mullered by the Molotovs and Flash combo. Nissim hoping a couple of players overset the mark. He's only going to find 1.
Yeah, I mean, this upper execution is really difficult to deal with because, as you mentioned, you don't have a whole lot of money if you're Legacy. So you don't have a huge amount of utility available. That first wave of utility comes in, right? The initial top molly for the HUT, the flashes come in. So it makes the CTs panic. They drop all their nades. And then you go in, you don't have to deal with all that heavy util and all the mollies coming in, and you get a 3D Max double pump hitting that upper bomb site. The util rains in again, and gravity catches them off.
That's real rough. Flashes are absolutely destroying them. They got the opening pick there. That was a 5-on-4. Doesn't feel like it.
No, it does not. Body and gravity making quick work of them. And a second timeout used here for Legacy. Another scenario where they just don't have money for a buy. So you're looking at 7 rounds T-side of Nuke. This could end up being a really quick map. Like 3D Max already have so many rounds to play off from the T-side. The Booger Blade. I like that, Henry. I guess because it's green?
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of gross.
It's like Always Sunny. They have the toe knife. You know, we got the Booger Blade.
That's not a bad reference. Well done. Toe knife. Shout out to Frank.
Yeah, shout out Frank. Legend.
So a couple more rounds and another financial crisis here. Legacy. Oof, I guess it's a partial buy. They got the Kevlar and 5.7s. Need these sort of rounds to go in your favor to bring the team back to life. This is a CT-sided map for sure. Not finding much at all. Gonna see Nissim going down. Nice little attempt towards ramp, but found through the smoke. Lucky will get him. Exorcise probably gets this one as well. Opens things up nicely.
Au revoir.
Yeah, au revoir indeed. Light work towards the upper bomb side. 7-3. Gonna need these last 2 rounds. If you're Legacy, this one is not going well.
Yeah, I haven't really shown any signs they're going to get those last 2 rounds either, Henry. You know, they'll patch
the thing is,
start of the
you
half.
have no response to that upper execute. You're just going to keep running it. Like, just drop it in. Like, if they can't handle it, they don't know the response. They just seem to be caught off guard in the open each and every time. You can just keep dropping those outside smokes. They have to respect it. They have to have players out there. Go back and towards upper. And this is the Molotovs. There's like 3 Molotovs towards upper. Like, the whole bomb site engulfed in flames. And we haven't really seen the AWP on the CT side either. That's been a massive problem.
They're going to have it next round, right? So maybe that is how they get the final 2 rounds of play.
Okay. Trying to save a 5-7 here.
Yeah. Hanging on.
Oh, okay. That's not bad at all. Should be blown towards him, that AK as well. Trying to pick it up at the last possible moment. Presumably. Hello? I guess just wanted to save the Kevlar.
Too risky. He throws the AWP over to Sadzin. It's going to get a drop in return. And there we go. Finally, a goodbye here for Legacy, looking to secure the final 2 rounds of the half. Let's see if that Sadzin AWP can finally get going. One of the few rounds he's had the AWP. He was aggressive in the ramp room. Came very close to finding the opener. Maybe just a little bit too aggressive. Let's see what he decides to deploy in a round like this. He's heading to the upper bomb site, Henry, looking to try and deal with the threat of the upper bus that you anticipate could arrive again.
I feel like, yeah. The thing is, they know they have to get an opening advantage here. They can't just be executed on time and time again. Sadzin knows it. Trying to find some solid footing towards the HUT at the start here. Exorcise on the other side. It's a good position. It's a nice response here. Got that AUG as well for Nissim. Outside smokes deployed, so it's not going to be that upper execution. Could split towards upper though. Body free fire this for sure. Sadzin finds a shot with the AWP. Has he got anything left in him? Certainly does. Double kill. Needed that AWP, but still might not be enough here.
Oh, Dumal back at the site trying to clean up just the one. Nissim racing in from heaven. Maka can't clutch it. Nearly flicked down as Lux missed a couple of bullets there, Henry. But in the end, it will be a 4th round for Legacy, and the AWP does make the big difference.
Oh, it certainly does. Needed that earlier. Where has it been all this time? Very effective. Lovely double kill. Does shut down that upper potential, even with the opening kill from Body. The AWP brings true. Shuts it all down. Final round. 7-5, you take it at this point. Thing is, though, we know 3D Max, very well equipped. Plenty of residual cash for this final round. All for Maka. And in we go. Going towards ramp this time. Haven't seen much action on that side of the map. Gonna have Body lurking towards outer. Back towards lobby we go. Sadzin, can he have the same level of impact once again? No, we cannot.
Oh, no, we cannot. Mac, you're going to peek into and Gravity to follow up, and now 5v3 with Legacy. Looking like 4 is all they get. Maybe Lado can change that. It's got to be a massive multi-kill, but he gets cleared out. He gets spotted and then peeked from 2 different angles. And just Nissim. Oh, he ain't missing at all. He's got a double, and suddenly it's just Exorcist, low HP, backtracking, trying to take a different angle against Nissim. Low HP, that's the big problem here. Nissim can't get it. Exorcist with the headshot secures the 8th round at the end, and Nissim nearly pulling off a hero 1v3 for that 5th round win. But without that 5th round, Legacy are in the bin here on Nuke.
Unreal. Exorcist had no business winning that whatsoever. 12 HP, slows the round down. And what looked like 5th round for Legacy falls apart once again. The AWP trying to do too much potentially, but Mac up 1 step ahead of him, and kill by kill, the round falls apart. Lovely long-range spray there from Exorcist to close things out. And it will be 8-4 now. 3D Max on the T side, getting the job done, but MR12, we've seen it so many times. Things can fall apart very quickly. Another important pistol here for Legacy. See if they can find it this time as we get ready for the second half. Bear in mind, just to outline this one again, this is the winner bracket game. So yeah, winning the series, you're in the playoffs, but you're by no means out. If you give this series up, you will have to come back tomorrow. But that is, I guess, a massive benefit of winning today. 1 day of playing, you're in the playoffs. Go enjoy China. Get some practice in, some rest probably, Dinko, at this point, considering like the calendar we've got right now. Have a couple of days off, a bit of R&R.
A little bit of sightseeing in Shanghai.
Go to the spa, I would say.
Spa in Shanghai.
Yeah.
Get yourself a little bit of hot pot. Use those 2 days to recover.
Yeah, exactly. Hot pots are great.
And that's just me. Yeah, we really loved our hot pot experience when we were out in Asia, Henry. You especially.
I really did enjoy it.
You couldn't shut up. You were so loud about it. It was so good. Well, we've got Lato outside P250 range against the US piece. It's got Gravity here on the ramp room looking to lay down the law with the Julies. Gonna go ahead of them. Saw Mo down too. And that's a big problem for Legacy. You know, they need this pissed around, and they've just had the worst start possible. It's Lato and Lux now 2v4. And a 9-4 scoreline. Well, it's just around the corner, isn't it?
Not really much you can do with this one, I'm afraid. Not impossible. It all starts here. Now it probably is. Lux outside. No bomb to speak of. Couldn't really be further away from it. Down towards ramp, where the human rubble resides. The remnants of Legacy. Everyone getting a taste of the dual elites there. Gravity, the gunslinger, confirms the round and maybe even the map. No bomb planted, Dinkin. We talked about it a few times. You need that bomb plant if you get a force by, especially on Nuke as well. Like, coming with Tech 9s and 1 Galil maybe, and a player without Kevlar, it's just not going to be enough. And there it is. Said rubble.
Yes. Denied access. Authorized personnel only. And Gravity is the security guard. Look at that. Just absolutely destroying them.
Oh, there was a chance. If Lato gets a kill, you never know, but I suppose we'll never know because he didn't get it.
Yep. I suppose that's true. Tech 9s. That's what they've got. Deagle as well for Satin. Never forget about the Deagle.
It's going to have to be a hell of a round. Towards ramp makes sense. Dumao alone outside, hoping to force a rotation. Is hoping there'll be one player towards ramp. Deep grenade doesn't find too much damage. Flashbang not super effective, and Body's MP9 certainly is. This round falling apart already, but Lux does find at least something. It's quickly answered back though. There's a dink's been inflicted, but overall resetting the round, getting more comfortable.
Yeah, repositioning on top.
Only got 3 bullets in the M4. Okay, the reload comes in.
Yeah. Resmoking the door as well. Gravity does not want to go down that vent. Waiting player down there in Dumao. Minute on the clock. Gravity repositions out the CT vent, calls Lucky in with the reinforcement of high health. Spots the player in the vent. Gravity then called to that attention, and we've now just got Nissim, who really wants this kill on Gravity, wants to finish off the low HP, but not allowed as 3dmax play that situation perfectly. It's now 10-4, they've got double figures, and no bomb plant for Legacy, no extra money tipping them over the next scale, and so we are very likely looking at 11-4, and Legacy likely just to save and give it one good go. But Nuke has been dead. There has been nothing really. You have to remember, Henry, there's 3 rounds picked up at the start of the first half for Legacy. Since then, they've won 1 round.
Inferno it is.
Yeah,
we said Dust 2 is the must-win for this reason. 3dmax very well versed in it, taking some huge scalps on Nuke. Players like XCs especially always does such fantastic work on this map. He's currently 12-8. Gravity, in-game leader, going above and beyond, 15-5, and then Body living up to his name. Couple of body shots to find a couple of kills.
Body bags.
Put him in the body bags. Yes,
yeah. Well, XC's now up. This him gone last. 11-4 it is. Knocking on that door of Inferno. And we know 3dmax love that map. So with a performance like this, bouncing back from a 13-6 loss on Dust 2 to possibly winning 13-4 here on Nuke, 3dmax is going to be inspired again to finish on Inferno.
This has been kind of what we saw in Dust 2 from 3dmax, just like quite flat advantages given over time and time again. Unable to hold off an upper execute at all. Like they're just getting completely destroyed by, I think it was more 3dmax of very good T-side plays and great recoveries, but like some of the rounds were criminal, like not accounting for the gap towards heaven.
Right.
That's where it felt like the game fell apart for them, but we do have an opening kill. A rare one.
A 5v4, yeah, for Legacy. Make that a 5v3 as Exorcist descends down the ladder to his death. We've got Lucky wrapping around hell, though. Sadson making no secret about his push forward. But Lux is taking Gravity down before Lucky can even get in position. Did well to get a dink off on that follow-up player, but it's not going to be enough to really compete for this round win. So Legacy get money back on the T side, find themselves a round victory.
Money's going to be very strong. Those kind of rounds happen. There was nothing like some tactical masterclass coming out there. They had a little bit of a look in towards Ram, get the early kill, overwhelm the defense. Not a very sustainable approach, but you'll certainly take it. Clean round. Needed that. Covering an AWP. Inferno still feels like an absolute lock-in. I don't see a world where 3dmax give it this sort of lead on the CT side, but stranger things have happened. That's for sure. No one can deny that.
No, no one can. Not a single person, Henry.
Sad's in AWP. AK's out in full force. 3dmax backs to the wall. Feeling the pressure.
In their tires. They're going to drive their way through into Inferno. We've got Maka back in the credit card. Swiped down to 43 HP. Lux is at the funny number.
Oh, he is. Don't see that too often.
No, you don't.
What's funnier, though? 69 or 6'7"?
Right now, 6'7".
I don't know if it's funnier. It's more relevant.
Well, you're right. It's more relevant. I don't know. The other number could be relevant for many other people.
Suppose you're right.
Around the world.
Yeah. Depending on what you're up to.
You know, definitely not relevant for the terminally online, though. 6'7", much more relevant in that department. But 5v4 this time for 3dmax. Perhaps they're going to get 12. Put an end to this comeback, this chatter of maybe a game being on our hands. We don't want that. We want Maka to take this kill on the red cross. There's a boost. There's a kill. Sadzin knocked off the perch. 40 seconds remaining. And we have got very comfortable rounds here for 3dmax to take map point. Lato and Dumal. This is the duo. This is the two everybody talk about as the Timu, Kesarado, and Yuri. Let's see what they can do with 23 seconds left. That bomb plant coming through. Dumal is going to wait at the bottom of the ramp, and Lucky just waiting. Not wanting to make the first move. Not wanting to make the mistake that allows that ramp control to be maintained for Legacy into this post plant. Oh, Lato hearing the steps. Nice turn.
Hello.
That's going to be a big headshot on Gravity. Now another one? No, because Lucky clears out Dumal and Lato fighting on too many fronts. It is a good try, Henry, but in the end, it's map point.
It really is. And they get the bomb down and have another few gun rounds ahead of them. That's if they can hold on, but 7 in a row on the T side of Nuke. I don't think so, buddy. 3D Max. We said it would be a bit of a wake-up call. They looked flat. They looked like uninspired on that first map of Dust 2, but they are back. They are cooking. Mac, a lovely shot there. Gravity mowing them down. Next to Cease. I would say the best player of 3D Max. Started to find some form here. 15-9. Gravity 17-7. Everyone contributing in their own special way. But yeah, we should be done here.
Absolutely should be finished.
Throw caution to the wind. Pick up the pace. Is running towards up.
One last good go, I think. It's either you die quick and it's over, or you burst through into the A-bomb site. And so far, not so good. But that trade back from Lux reopens the conversation for a legacy round win here. Gravity getting taken down in a 4v4 as the equilibrium is once again established.
So, going back to T-Spawn to deploy the outside smokes. Gonna try and set up Dumao. They have deployed them. Does look like there's a bit of a gap, but it's fine. Not a huge deal. 3B. And a man advantage. We always say round number 13, the hardest round in the world to pick up. 12-5, the most dangerous scoreline in the world as well.
Well, you got Body now waiting. Gonna nip away at Lux Maka on the shutdown. Dumao and Sadson give it a good go here to keep going on Nuke. 35 seconds remaining. We've got Lucky 1v2. Does he win it, Henry?
There is a good chance, but this isn't looking great. And he will not. 6 in a row required now. They managed to maintain some control. The money is actually broken for 3D Max. Got to eco this, really. You could force buy it, I suppose. You got enough runway, but is it worth it? Probably not. They will get 2,400 into the next round, so we'll see how they want to operate themselves here. Gravity's going to purchase an MP9. Surely not the Force. No. So leaving themselves about $500. Still won't be a great buy. It'll be another partial situation going forward. See if they can close things out, though, with the SMG.
Oh, good kill here from Nissim. That's going to be Exorcist gone first. And Sad's in, stopping any real aggression here from 3D Max, cutting the legs from beneath their push. 12-7 looking more respectable at the moment. That 13th round proving to be the most difficult round to find, as Henry always tells us.
It really is. Henry's Law.
Henry's Law, Zonic's Law, Bogdan's Law.
Bogdan's Law is my favorite still.
I love how that actually has lived on this long so in Counter-Strike. Like, when was that brought up? Like 2016?
Yeah. Still, like, crashing out on stream as well. It was so funny. And it turned out to be the most impactful law of them all. The one that's stood the test of time.
Bogdan's Law.
It's so good.
I need to go watch that clip again. There's just some absolute bangers from back in the day.
Yeah. You got the chicken coop, you got the Glocks, of course.
Yeah.
Rushing B.
Classic from Dazed.
Yeah. A dancer now and a singer.
Yep. Definitely performing.
Body. Nothing he can do. 5 in a row now. Seems at least possible. Like I said, I don't know why you invested that much of the round. It still would have been a weak buy either way. But now, yeah, it's another eco. It's going to be 12-8. I felt like you would have had a really strong buy after this one. Could have actually had a proper partial, perhaps. Instead of his kind of half in, half out, 1 MP9, a couple of 5.7s. More of the same, I'm afraid. A chance, Dingo. You've got to admit, there's a chance. Like a 12-8, 4 in a row.
For a comeback, absolutely.
Yeah, like
we have seen easier, we've seen more difficult comebacks, shall I say, Henry.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it doesn't look great, but still, like, all of a sudden, it's not impossible like it was feeling. It's got to hold on here, though. These rounds can fall apart. The Zeus is out and about. And so is that 5-7. That's brutal. Not the best protocols here, considering you know the money's broken. You've given up an AK with no trade potential, no real assistance on that little lurk either. Okay, this round, yeah, they could actually come crashing down here. The old classic Rob's position with the Zeus. A shocking play required. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a little too subtle, Henry, to pick up on that one.
Give him a dose of the Edison.
That's better.
You like that?
Yeah, that was good. Well, Gravity, not going to be too happy with that AK ripped out of his hands. You know, we have got the new terminology when it comes to shock, though, and it's the shock cockroach.
Who was that about?
Inner Circle player. Karen.
That was it, yes. Yeah, I remember. I didn't hear the initial clip, but so many people were talking about it.
Yeah, Machine asked him during the lobby, he said, you know, how would you describe your playstyle? And he immediately, without hesitation, went, I am like a shocked cockroach. Like when you turn the lights on, and he just goes in all the different directions.
Shock cockroaches, shock collars, Zeus's,
a lot of
that
shock going on these days.
Whoa. A little bit uncomfortable, but it looks like they got the job done here. 4-on-3, lucky to save the AK-47. 12 to 8, like I said. Slowly but surely, this is looking like at least doable. What are they looking for here? A couple of exits, potentially. Investigating the area. Anything left to be found? Maka up high. Body found out. And there we have it. The ultimate kill, lucky just to save the AK-47, 12 to 8. Money finally back in their favor. It's been a rough few rounds in terms of the finances.
Yeah. I mean, now the T's have built up so much money, right? And win this round, you put 3D Max down to a weaker buy again, right? A half buy maybe, 5-7s in there. Then they'll buy again. So you're really only a couple of gun rounds away from establishing a real comeback here. This is absolutely doable for Legacy. 3D Max return to a buy. Can they close this out and bring us to Inferno? It looked like it was an open and shut case here on Nuke, but Legacy have found some life all of a sudden. Util running in outside. Lucky waiting in the main smoke. Flash goes in. Right on by. It's going to be Lucky with his first kill. XC snips in behind. It's Lato to go down alongside Doomel. And that might just be it. They try and fight on, but Sadsin's Tech 9 keeps the dream alive.
Oh dear, Maka. Can he close things out? Sadsin's low. Nissen will join him in the upper bomb site here. The retake begins.
Oh, need to be careful here. He's looking down below. That smoke clearing out at heaven. Oh, it's a big pick from Maka. Now the 1v1 will miss him. No, he's reloaded. Oh, he's going to go down. Body closes out the map. Legacy started the comeback, but there was just too much of a road to walk back into it. Body finds the bomb eventually, and there we go. It's going to be 3D Max bringing us to Inferno. We need all 3 maps as predicted for this series. 3D Max are back in a big way, and we'll see if they can close on Inferno.
Yeah, more like the 3D Max we expect to see. Obviously, a map that's been historically very kind to them, as we highlighted before we got into the game. And honestly, the comeback at the end from Legacy, while I'm sure it's good for them, it never felt genuine.
Stop.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, for the final map of the day here on the first day of CAC 2025. We're getting into 3D Max Legacy on Inferno. Henry, I'm hoping we get a closer map than the first two.
Yeah, first two didn't really deliver. Legacy falling flat on Nuke. We thought they'd actually have a strong showing, but couldn't contain 3D Max in the upper bomb site whatsoever. Brazilians all start on the T side here. Very technical pistol. We've got a plethora of utility. Barely any Kevlar out there. Doomel and Sadzin will have the protection, but looks like we'll be executing somewhere. Multiple flashes, multiple Molotovs, and the precious decoy as well. Looking for some mid-control early, but looks things here. Exorcise. Curious towards second middle. Doesn't spot them, though. And these Julies have been a real thorn in the side of Legacy. This time, though, finding body early.
Oh, good response here from Ecstasy. He'll go back out again for a second dip, but it's Gravity using that distraction. Not really making the most of it, though, is he? He should have at least had one with the dual Berettas, and now a lot of utility going into the apartments. We've got Nissim, who's used this opportunity in the gap in the defense to slip onto the balcony. They have no idea that he's here. Eventually, putting enough bullets in the body of Gravity to get rid of him. Exorcist to also fall, and it's just Lucky and Maka all of a sudden 2v4 here. 1v4.
They've done it.
And he's done it.
Even without the Kevlar, they are looking like they're in a prime position here. Should be no problem to close things out, and it's certainly not. Legacy, 4 players surviving. Only 1 kill found for 3D Max there. Looked like they had plenty of opportunities to make a dent as well.
Yeah, straight into the force buy though, Henry. You know they're coming swinging with MP9s, 5.7s, but this is the play. Nissim, with all that distraction, he realized there's probably no one holding the balcony. So instead of helping my teammates, let me just go and see how much space I can get to the end of the hallway. Gets onto the balcony, they come running back, thinking they're going to be safe, getting back into the bomb site, and then Nissim's just surprise. We've got a scout out here for Maka. It's going to be burned at top middle, not exactly comfortable for him to stand and peek and try and soften some of these Ts for the 5.7s and MP9s. A body unleashed, flash goes over the top, he's coming, here he is, and he can't do anything about it. Looked like he had a real opportunity to do some serious damage.
8 bullets left, not going to be enough here. Is Gravity overlooked, the last line of defense, and for a second he is, but only good for 1 kill. This force fight does nothing for him, a couple of kills sure, but the round is over. Maka, scout, no Kevlar. 2-0. This one's the playoffs as well. Legacy put their best foot forward, could have a 3-0 start here on the T side of Inferno. T-sided map, admittedly.
Yeah, and especially when you get a good start like this, you're going to be loving it. Legacy really need to hit the ground running. I mean, they got absolutely destroyed over on Nuke. So don't want to be in a situation where you're fighting from the behind. So Legacy giving themselves a nice start. And with the force buy, should be a nice 3-0 lead, in fact, coming up. Maka doing a great bit of work here. That bomb is going to take Lux away. And in fact, it's just the scout's going to do it. So a 3K from Maka. Upgrade into the Galil on the way out. Makes the most out of a bad situation. And realistically, Henry, like, look what that has done to the money here for Legacy.
It's
do
limited.
Do you actually want to force buy if you're 3D Max at this point? Like, you've done so, there is a case to be made, I guess. Conversation to be had at the least.
I mean,
and they are going for it.
It's a risk.
But you know you've damaged the money. You know you killed everyone.
Absolutely true, but you're the favored team expending this much cash again. You've got to save Galil, a couple of SMGs. You're all in, they're going for it. So, doesn't matter what I speculate. It's going to be a difficult round still, but yeah, if they pull it off, they're right back in the driving seat. Lux and co. preempting this sort of decision. Lux trying to beat the initial player towards the apartments. Lots of dinks going on and a couple of kills found. They might pull this off, then go.
Oh, yes, they might. In fact, they have. It is now Dumao and Lato left cowering away, split up, severed off from one another, and they don't just win it, Henry. They haven't lost a player.
It's a comprehensive victory, that's for sure. I don't think Legacy were ready for that. They were assuming it'd be pistols on the other side. Sending the MAC-10 out into an awkward fight. The round collapses. No one finds a kill. Barely any damage inflicted. And it will be 3D Max back to their winning ways early on here. The risk pays off. Tech9's in response. Bottom of the barrel loss bonus here. No bomb planted. Now, what can they do on their T side? Your options are quite limited. You don't have the Deagles to go for those long-range picks. You got to try and get some basic map control, and then this puncture a bomb site here. Try and find a gap. Nade tickles Lux. Looks like a B finish for what we can see so far. It's going to be body. Trying to lock them out as long as possible here. Deep smoke down towards the bottom of Banana. Flashbang to come over, courtesy of Sadzin. And they'll try and use the momentum up the Tech9s. Breach the defense here. It's going to be body and gravity. Lying in wait. Exercise trying to funnel them in. Waiting for their moment. Another smoke down towards the bottom of Banana. Another 20 seconds.
Yeah, really just rotting the clock at this moment. Minute 5. As Gravity just looking to confirm the legacy that you don't own Banana. This is absolutely in control of 3D Max for the time being, so they're going to have to fight hard for it. Flashes are good, yeah. Really solid. A little bit of a fumble there for Body. Didn't get back to safety. Gravity goes down with a single kill, and that's not enough to feel comfortable about this B hold. Keep eyes on Exorcist though on that flank around bottom Banana. He's arriving now, and he's got that kill on Nissim. Flash ready to go around the side of the car as Maka stops Sadzim from feeling comfortable on the site. The bomb has not been planted. In fact, they do not even possess the bomb, and it's a cleanup for Exorcist in the final few seconds. That
was looking very promising for a very small moment as they get the initial trades in their favor towards Banana, but no bomb planted. Unable to actually get the bomb down in any sense, so it's going to have to be the eco now. The force spy, nice try. Found their moment, couldn't capitalize upon it though. So Glocks only, I'm afraid. We'll be getting 2,400 into the next round, enough for AKs, helmets, and basic util. Probably have to bring a Galil or two to the table. And Body knows there's an opportunity here to find multiple kills, farm some cash, some moolah. MP9 in hand. Banana controls granted. But yeah, should be the clean sweep there. Any kills given over will be disappointing. And maybe we'll get one. But no, there it is. 3-2. 3D Max take the lead. Blink and you miss it. After force buying in the third, a huge risk. One that has paid off nicely though.
yeah, AK is coming out now for Legacy. Khalil for Lato. Lux will join them with the AK-47. And let's see what the gun rounds of Legacy look like. They made it a couple of these rounds. The 3 Max have won pretty close. A little scary, especially the previous. So let's see what they've got up their sleeve for us now. Heard the desk singing the praises of Gravity's in-game leadership. He's not going to be required on his T side for a little while longer. But if you can get as many CT rounds as possible, might not need much from him. And Exorcist is going to be holding from the balcony, looking down into short. Oh, Incendiary goes down, goes back to address the apartments issue, but Nissim and Lux both with openers, and that's a save call, Henry.
Certainly is. Completely changing up the pace of the round there. Through the apartments, up towards quad. Opening utility, normally designed to get the map control. They won the whole thing right there and then. 3D Max didn't see it coming. And we will have a 5-on-3 and the round's already over. Let's see now if they can hold on to the little they have. Galil for Lucky, Body on the MP9. All towards that B side of the map as well. Nissim knows that's where they're likely to reside. He's got 100 HP, but does he dare go any further? Doesn't have much more than a smoke to work with here. Looks like he's happy to give it up. And we're all tied up. 3-3. Nice recovery. Good change of pace. Kills towards the outside and the apartments. If you lose frags that early on, the round is over. You see a lot of that Inferno. There's going to be a lot of saves there, I'm afraid. It's not the map of choice for the people. See a lot of this sort of stuff. Like, you're never going to see a retake.
Not known for, you know, it's had its entertaining moments, though, history, Henry. Absolutely.
For sure.
But, yeah, a lot of saving does go on the map. It's just very cut and dry. You know, when a T-side entry so hard like they did in the last round, just save. Well, get in the mix of a banana fight early on here. Lux, a lot of his health drained. It's going to be boosted up on top to Mao, dropping Lucky. Body going out for the swing. Couldn't get the second opportunity here to trade for 3D Max. He'll delay with some util. Gravity going before that smoke pops. Nissim actually caught a cheeky little lurk there from Nissim through the top mid smoke. So 4v4 comes from an A kill, in fact.
Here we go then, round back on. Looking very convincing for Legacy for a second, but Nissim removed. RIP Chicken.
Not too happy about that Chicken going down, Henry. It's, we'll have to investigate that one. But here comes the Legacy finish on the A bomb site. One player to do it all. Exorcist. Is he the man for the job, Henry?
Could be. Was an absolute star player over in Stockholm. Had some unbelievable moments. Keep them in the tournament, get games over the line.
Well, 35 seconds could delay them, and he's no longer just alone. He's got Maka coming over, so it's two of the heaviest hitters here for the 3D Max team. And they're ready to shut this down. It's going to be Ecstasy's waiting under the balcony. 25 on the clock. Here's Maka waiting inside of the bomb side. Such limited time. This is really worrying for Legacy. They have so much to clear. They don't have the util to do it. They're just going to run in, and that makes it easy for Maka, but Ecstasy's got nothing. Maka even lined that peek up to the balcony, but eventually taken down with bullets through the boxes, and the B bomb site players did not rotate until now, so Gravity and Body are only arriving in middle at this moment, and they've got no util for this. They have got a kit at least.
We'll give it a look in, but once again, you're considering the save already. No util to speak of. A Khalil for Body, half HP. Kit, sure, but he's deep towards the T side of apartments here. It's another round going in favor of Legacy. It all started with that B bomb site Gambit. Managed to trade out kills. 4-on-4, but convincing close here. Legacy will take an edge, 4-3. Money still pretty decent for 3D Max, admittedly, considering they save weapons time and time again. You've got Lucky with $10,000, Gravity not far behind, so saving the Galil is fine, but wasn't even required, really. Might be a tactical timeout. They're going to bring out the orb for sure. It was Dumao. Hot feet at the start. But managing to find an opener. Maka did well at the back, but swarmed, isolated. And Dumao confirming the round with the kill towards Cubby. Now off we go then, round number 8. This one's still wide open. Just to reiterate one last time, T-sided map. You're looking for a minimum of like 4 on the CT side. Anything above that, you're feeling comfy. Oh, that doesn't help though. Body with that safe Galil goes down early. Double HG towards the sandbags. Max damage on both of them.
Yeah, Lucky playing in the apartments. He's not alone. He's got a deadly setup here with Exorcism behind him. This double setup can be incredibly difficult to clear up. The issue is, look at the risk you run when you have that double setup in the apartments with no one out at long. You expose yourself to an arch split into the B bomb site. You get wrapped on the A bomb site, so you don't feel comfortable holding it for that long. And so that's why you see a more proactive play from Gravity and Exorcise, both at the apartments and Banana. And 3D Max go from a 4v5 to a 4v3, favoring them with 55 seconds left. Legacy now searching for an opportunity to get back into the round, and perhaps it's on the back of Nissim and Lux. Now only can be Nissim because Lux goes down on that long wrap. The grenade, kind of cool actually.
I don't know how that landed like that, but yeah, not bad. It was looking so promising for Legacy at that opening kill, but all of a sudden, the round's falling apart. Can they fight their way back into it? Certainly grounds to do so. Pre-fire required here with Gravity from the library. Covering Lucky, and they survive the round, tying things up once again. Money very strong on the CT side here. Money not bad either for Legacy, but getting to the bookend of this first half. 4-4. Extra seats, bringing the round back to life here. Gravity, really nice. Exploration towards the top of Banana, finds a player behind the half wall, and manages to protect Lucky there to close things out.
Well, Gravity, that Banana fight really could have gone either way. The initial one on that half wall, so very fortunate to come out on top of it. So, all about for Maka. It's going to be a 2-man start on the B bomb site. Quite passive, not challenging for Banana at the moment, and Dumao's going to take it. It's about a mid play here from 3D Max. Aggression sent through the smoke at top mid.
It's going to say they did that bottom of mid smoke, wondering when they were going to utilize it. Kind of works out for them. That's even better though. Gravity flushes out Dumao. The man advantage found once again. Exorcise though, suspicious of a potential flank towards the apartments. You'd be right in thinking so as well. Nissim parked up at the end. Very strong position Exorcise is in right now. He's got his teammate Maka patrolling middle. Doesn't have to worry about quad right now. It all comes down to this kill. Nissim gets one. The round becomes a lot more uncomfortable with Maka there, isolated and alone. Showing some presence towards B. Smoke going down towards Coffins and Spawn. Like we said, this is the all-important bout. Who will come out on top? There it is. Nissim will find it. They might vacate the premises now. Yeah, the bomb's already hightailing it towards A. Maka will rotate over. There's a kill for Gravity, but the call has been made. A will be the finish, 3-on-2, but Maka's going to find him.
Oh, should have.
Scope.
Definitely should have. Now he could actually go down to Boiler. Okay, Maka gets caught in too aggressive of a position. And now with 20 seconds left, you've got the 2 banana players racing down, but the site has been taken, and Legacy looking for 5.
HP is low for Nissim, but 9 bullets in the mag. Just needs 1.
Oh, he gets it.
Oh, he stays alive as well. No trade.
Gravity hunting him down now. Should be able to get him, but that barrel very strong. Gets a little bit of extra damage off. It's Gravity who's leading the way on kills in this round. He's got 3. Needs a 4K though. And so many places where Sadzin could be. He currently occupies the little pit. And he's not going to make it happen here, Gravity. A valiant attempt to Maka. Oh, he's going to be hating himself for not getting that pick down middle, isn't he?
Yeah, went for the quick scope. I think he had time to find the kill cleanly, but as soon as he goes down, aggressive, didn't anticipate the second player towards Boiler. They collapse in towards the side, and that's a huge round to pick up. Money's still strong for 3D Max. 5-4, 1-round game. Tactical pause, cool by Legacy as well. Final map of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do a B stream check-in as well, so if for some reason you don't like spoilers, even though we have them on all the graphics, but we are going to check in with the Liquid MIBR game. That's also for the playoffs as well. Liquid managing to win their first game over GamerLegion. No longer with us, unfortunately. Knocked out the tournament. And MIBR took down Lynn Vision. They're now on their second map. And Liquid won Mirage 13-5. And they are currently up 11-5 on Nuke. So Liquid looking very good with a lead in the roster to make it to the playoffs.
And MIBR, a little bit disappointing from them. Everyone was kind of excited.
They've got that kind of weird lineup now with like Kicker and Klim coming in.
Klim, yeah. Klim from the G2 Ares project, which is G2's academy team.
So like they're trying to replicate the success Furia found, I suppose.
Made in Brazil, not so made in Brazil.
Speaking English now.
Well, if Insani's speaking English, let's just get him out of there.
Yeah, it feels like it's time, doesn't it? We did see Crimbo leave big.
We never thought that would happen. We thought him and Tabson were joined at the hip until, you know,
yeah, they're going English speaking as well.
It's wild. Crimbo is gone. I didn't think he'd be gone. Well, ooh. Didn't take the shot, but was close. That's top banana taken by Legacy.
Like we said, this is like, sure, they're around down, but CT side, like we said, 4 is like the minimum you're looking for. They've already got that. If they can just find a couple more, 6 rounds would be ideal. They're doing absolutely fine. 4-1 here, though, for the finances.
A lot of grenades landing in Body's mouth. Here's the AWP back of the site. For Maka, gets the 1, and then traded out by Dumao, who gets actually a double kill. Nissim's lurks, man. He's just so patient. He's going to get a really annoying kill there on Ecstasies. So it's going to be a 2v3 retake attempt. Flash goes in. Yep. Will not deny the bomb plant, but will certainly even out the numbers here. And look how far away Nissim is. They know that he was the lurker. They know he was the A player, so they know they've got a 2v1. They just can't find Lato, and they're just going to get on the defuse. It's around the side of the fountain, and they aren't on the defuse anymore. Nissim's now arrived, making no secret about that, and doing a lot of damage down to the clock. Nissim arrived to save the day. 3K and a 6th round secured for the T side. That one was up in the air, but Nissim will arrive in time.
Had to sprint over there. Sure, a really impactful kill towards the baller room position, but felt like the round was falling apart there. The defuse attempt, but it wasn't the player with the defuse kit. Had to get off it. Could feel the round falling apart here. Lucky. Oh, to be fair, I think he gets it. He was low HP, sure, but he didn't have the kit.
Yeah, I think he gets it too. Or maybe his ass is a little bit bigger than we anticipated. Maybe he's had too many days at the gym, too many squats, maybe, but...
Holy. Well, I would say that's going to be an important round for the finances, certainly reflected in the current setup here. Eco round for 3D Max. 7 rounds looking likely for Legacy here. We are going to see a bit of aggression. Maka with a door in front of him. Hole's punctured in it. But now they know exactly where he is. They'll take their time. Take him down. Bang. Nissim's had a great series, especially on that first map of Dust 2. unstoppable.
A little bit of lucky action going on. 5-7. Oh, Dumao. Clean shot on Gravity. Eventually taken out by Lucky's AK-47, which would not be a bad save. So he's going to run away and hang on to the upgraded rifle. That does mean Legacy will confirm themselves the 7th round and are racing on to try and get an 8-4 scoreline out of the T side. But you assure us, Henry, that 4 could be enough here for 3D Max. Not comfortable?
I'm not saying I'm not sure it's enough. I'm saying like it's the bare minimum.
Yeah. Okay.
As the favorite team,
if you get 3, you're dead. If you get 4, you're still in.
Like yeah, it's enough to work with. It's not ideal, but it's enough. And they should still be able to win. We'll see if they can get there.
Pistol
round.
Pistol round win, you convert it, you're shrinking that gap almost immediately, right? And then
yeah.
The first gun round comes around, and we'll see how that one goes. But, well, still a chance to get 5 here for 3D Max.
Yeah, money's in a better state, especially if Lucky saving the AK-47. Could even drop an AWP over for Maka, which I'm sure he will do. Well, apparently he won't. Opting for a full array of utility instead. Maka 12-6.
Oh, quick take of Banana. Molotovs up to the half-wall corner. Nades towards Gravity, but Body, look at this. Straight through the smoke. He gets one and a dink off on Dumel. But Body and Gravity are both dead, so it's a good thing they have that third B player. You can see Legacy are aware that there's very likely a third B bomb site defenders. Otherwise, they would have raced through that smoke, taking all the space on B. But they just hit the pause button. Happy with the 4v3 advantage for now. And that's gone.
Wow, touchdown. No. Rounds back on. Final one here. And they are vacating the B bomb, so they feel like that nade's enough.
Risk there.
It's a huge gamble. Spotting one player in this Sembo, but he's the lurker. Always a thorn in their side. He's going to be backstabbed, though. I think he goes down, but Exercise can't get the timing just yet. Oh, we've done enough here. More than enough for that 5th round. Lato, no chance, no hope. They've got the bomb. Can reposition now with the incendiary down. No one has to make a move. Force his hand. And it will be 5 on the board there for 3D Max. A rough half at times. Legacy, a decent showing, but as we said, very T-sided map these days. Get 5 on the defense, you're in a good position. Game's still wide open, of course, but a bit of a sigh of relief there to pick up number 12.
Yeah, 5 rounds is definitely a massive difference here for them. This is how it all went down. Body running through that top banana smoke. Literally willing to put Body on the line.
Lovely grenade.
And they got the dink as well, which actually led to that grenade being effective.
Lucky to close things out. No doubt in their mind they're picking that one up. And this one's for the playoffs. One final half of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Playoffs on day 1. Not a bad result whatsoever. And you have extensively talked about 3D Max's insane run of events here in the 2nd season of the year. You know, from Belgrade all the way to China, the Saudi to back to Europe. They were in Stockholm, then back to China again. You know, it has been a crazy run of things. Not to say that Legacy haven't been traveling a lot as well. They've also went to Belgrade. They've also went to Stockholm, etc. But all flying from Brazil. But, you know, they weren't at EPL for as long. They've had a little bit more time to rest.
Yeah, we're all feeling it. Day 1 at the event, especially when they travel to China as well. It's difficult to stay focused. 3D Max certainly the favorite team coming into the series today, but see if Lato can change our minds. Oh, the opening play overcommits to it, though. We are going to see a Body finding the first couple. And it looks like 3D Max are back to their winning ways here. Dumao to protect the A bomb site. P2000 in hand. No allies with him. It's going to take something magnificent at this stage. Final utility comes in. Lux will arrive at the scene of the crime. Maybe there's something to be said.
Dumao also nipping in with one great headshot here for the defense. But then in the end, just too much to handle as 3D Max will pick up the pistol to start off the 2nd half. Legacy going to come out with a force buy, no doubt. And if 3D Max can put that to bed, then we've got a tight game instantly.
Certainly do. 3D Max are back. Don't think we're seeing much in terms of the force buy. 3 HE grenades. You can either chuck them down the bottom of middle or towards banana. Looks like it's the former. Just lob them in towards T-steps. Hope for the best here. Alley-oop. Time's up your intentions.
Goes body, and he's going to hold. Mouse one down for just the 1 kill. Lucky's getting assist and getting another for 3D Max. And Nissim, well, it was a little bit of a tease. He thought he was going to get the peak coming this way. But instead, they're just going to leave Nissim on his own. Tie game, Henry. Just like that. Happens fast, doesn't it?
It certainly does. It's a very convincing pistol. Second round, no force buy. Guns in the third. Not going to find one. Just one casualty. It's about par for the course. Cost them $900 with those grenades. Didn't get much out of them, but they'll definitely take the kill. What have we got here? No open side. Bit of a bonus situation for 3D Max as well. Mac 10s, Galils. Plenty of money stocked up. But it is 7-7. We're all tied up as we get into the closing stages of day one. Liquid have made it through, just a note. They win 13-5 over MIBR, the first team to make it to the playoffs. First event with a lead, really, so cool to see them stepping up, finding some form. Nerds had a barn burner of a game, and Dumao looking to replicate that sort of form. Thankfully, they get the trade.
Yeah, Mac got banged out by the HE. The response coming towards this A-bomb site. Well, let's see if it holds on. We've got Nissim and Sads in towards the pit side, and Lux now arriving over towards Library. Oh, really solid work on the double with the M4. That cuts out this attack quite significantly, dropping it just to Lucky and Exorcist, who actually consider slowing down entirely. Maybe they could think about a B plan if they do that, Henry. There's no one on the B-bomb site.
Lato watching Spawn for now, but you're dead on. They're not to know, but B is currently vacant. Open for business.
It's a good call, and it is a risk for Lato to waste this much time, and so he realizes, right, I haven't seen anything. But he's so paranoid about this archway, so they are going to get into the B-bomb site. They're going to smoke CT. That'll be a confirmation to Legacy that the B-bomb site's been taken. You'd imagine they'll smoke now. Or do they just want to cross dry? That would be also pretty risky. But there they go. Just crossing without using nades, and that even helps out 3D Max even further because Lato hasn't been given any early detections of them here. But yeah, the bomb hasn't crossed, and now the flank's coming in. Maybe 3D Max taking a little bit too long to do this. There's the smoke for the CT cross now, and Exorcist does take some damage getting over towards the default plant spot, but he's put it down, and now it's a 2v3.
Very winnable. All starts with this kill. Lucky, not the cleanest spray, but gets the job done. Back to a 2-on-2. HE remains incendiary for the CT side. They stack him in the pool position. That's where the flames will land. It's a wide swing. It flushes him out. And it's a good retake. Solid hold. Bit of a risk there to leave B wide open, but very convincing retake there to maintain their lead. Legacy go 8-7. Bomb planted though, as you said, Dinko, that was a bonus round with Galils and a Mac 10. The fact he gets that close with a bomb plant down, still pretty good.
Yeah, 3D Max take a long time to position themselves once they get into the B bomb site, you know. I think that ends up costing them because they don't actually get into solid post-plant positions. I think if they committed when they first arrived, they would have been able to obviously get back to New Box, get back into the dark, or even push a little bit further into the ruins. But, you know, just not sure that it was clear. Wanted to be quiet about it. And now 8-7, Legacy once again in the lead. Gravity's got a Mac 10. It's a very common thing to see him play with an SMG while the rest of his squad have rifles. Nissim going to be boosted on top of Porch here, and you see quite an advanced A setup between long and short brackets.
Here we go. Very important round. Money tight, both sides of the coin. Exorcist working towards middle. Slight bit of banana presence shown, dropping the Molotov towards the barrel slash car position. It's a very defensive hold, though, but quite off meta. We're seeing a lot of teams battle for control at the start these days, willing to sacrifice a player with utility being thrown over the top. Molotov to flush out the quad. Doesn't land on top of it. Nissim can remain. It's a messy spray, but Latto there to pick up the pieces. Can he find a second? He certainly can. Looking to mow them down here. Some self-preservation deployed. Drops the smoke towards the back here. Buys him a few seconds. Has he got one more in him? Yes, he does. Yeah. Beautiful play with the AK. Yeah,
fantastic work there from Latto. Huge defensive effort. Now we've got 38 seconds. Dumal swinging through the smoke. Back up. Protecting the planter for the time being, but they even canceled the plant. So Exorcist is only going back to it now. Another winnable scenario here for 3D Max. It's unlikely,
very unlikely,
HP, but there is a world. Let's see if we're living in it. 3D Max going to be playing Maka towards CT spawn. He can quickly grab Nissim, which he can't. Then it would have set up Exorcist with a chance of this, but now...
Ooh, nice shot.
He will go down, trade it out eventually, and that is the retake again, successful on the B-bomb site for Legacy, as they now go up 9-7 on this deciding map of Inferno.
Well, we said we didn't want any blowouts in the third and final map, and it's certainly delivering so far. Some nail-biters in the second half, especially tactical timeout from 3D Max, considering the money is battered and bruised. Barely have enough to cobble together a partial buy here. It's Legacy looking for double digits, and I dare say they're going to find it. Beautiful work from Latto, though. Second kill, confirms it, drops the smoke, uses it to vault up, gets that third kill. Did damage on Exorcist as well, so fantastic effort. Nissim, that's a lovely shot, great flick. No doubt in their mind they're going to pick that round up. And now, like we said, feeling the financial pressure.
It will be a great result for Legacy to go into the playoffs in an event this size, because this is Legacy. We were touching on it earlier on the desk, talking about how they had a good run in Austin, bit of a miracle run, but didn't really see anything since then, right? And this would be a massive step for Legacy, who went out disappointingly in stage 1 of EPL, that didn't perform very well at Fisher. This is a great opportunity for Legacy to take one of the biggest steps they have ever taken, getting into playoffs at an event with $1 million on the line.
Yeah, they're always the plucky underdogs. You know they're a good team, but yet to really assert their dominance at a big event. They had the run at the major, but an event they weren't supposed to be at.
For all the reasons that we've spoken about as well, about 3D Max getting better and better as they secure a bomb plant in this round, it's a huge scalp to take for Legacy. Like, it's a legitimate win if you beat 3D Max in a 3-map affair. And you do it on maps that 3D Max are comfortable on. As we just heard Maui saying before this game started, this is a team that used to scrape by on their map picks, but now 3D Max are comfortably getting wins on their comfort maps. Inferno is definitely one of the maps that you would say is comfortable for 3D Max. And if 3D Max lose this, then yeah, you gotta say it's a very legitimate win for Legacy.
Yeah, absolutely true. This, like, I know the majors around the corner. We're not already counting VRS points, but they'll jump up 5 spots in the VRS rankings. And in terms of tournament invites, when you're 25th in the world, you're just outside the cusp of most of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge thing for a team like Legacy, who expressed the fact, their disappointment that they didn't get to play a LAN for months after the Austin Major. So to get invited to more and more of those and increase your VRS ranking at every opportunity is going to be huge for Legacy. It's going to be Dumal up on top of the half wall. Lucky brought down, and we've got a 5v4 for the CT side. This is such an important gun round. The all-important gun round, really, for 3D Max's T side.
What an opening frag they found as well. Lux, pressure on you, my friend. Can he find the double? He's delivering on all fronts here. Back and forth we go. 3 versus 2.
Yeah, Ecstasy fighting his team back into the Satson. Look at a patch up this A-hole at short. He's got body. And Exorcist now left alone, taking down inside of the site. And that will be an 11-7 scoreline. Legacy cats 3D Max's buy to the side. And that's after a timeout as well. Legacy looking like the most likely team to head to series point first, because 3D Max just don't have the money to get a full buy here.
Very convincing finish there. I can't believe they get away with it with no bomb plant going down as well. That is massive. All they can really do on the French side now is partial buy into round number 19, pretty much forego the round and allow Legacy to find series and playoff point. A couple of days off, some R&R needed for all of these teams here after their heavy travel day to China. Always a difficult day as well with two series, essentially, the best of one, and then not knowing your opponent for the second game, it's always going to be brutal. And it's an opening frag as well. Body goes down with nothing, 5 and 14 currently. Gravity not far behind at 8 kills, but for now, 3 players towards Banana. TYLOO asserting dominance, getting some info. They've got a CT smoke down in the corner as well, so
TYLOO's timing. Oh, they're looking the wrong way, so it ends up being a double kill for TYLOO, and he cuts away any real chance at 3D Max doing something in this round. Lux will stop Exorcist from getting a trade towards top middle, and it's Gravity 1v4. Immediately dinked on the first peek out. Map and series point for Legacy, playoff point for Legacy. And it's looking to be sensational in Shanghai from them in the groups.
Yeah,
he's really trying, isn't he?
Give up on that one. Let him have the AK, I suppose.
Yeah, well. And he's down. So, thank you very much. They'll take the AK. They'll throw it on over.
Well, 5 opportunities to close this one out. The underdogs in this series, the Brazilians, we knew after Dust 2, Nuke was going to be a very tall order. The home map at 3D Max, they delivered on all fronts, 13-8, very convincing close. Inferno, the great decider, and my God, have they managed to step up here, especially in the second half. Some great individual plays, some fantastic retakes on the CT side. And now open runway. Huge advantage here as well. Maka just with the Khalil. Concessions made across the board on utility. Good opportunity to close things out right here, right now. Can they book themselves a place in the playoffs here at CAC on day 1? Exorcist considering that smoke blade. Nissan's on the other side. But it looks like we're heading towards Banana. Once again, tentative hold. As I mentioned, a lot of top teams battling for that. Refusing to give up the half wall. But they're more passive. Allowing them to have a lot of control here. Seems like they realize that as well. Don't expend much util to get the top. Creating a reservoir of utility, though. TYLOO will recover the incendiary. 5 players towards B. Is this where it comes crashing down? 3D Max. Smoke comes in. Have to pop that open. Body knows it. Here it comes. Could be the final play.
Charging in. It's going to be a TYLOO racing through the smoke. TYLOO goes for the swing. He even gets one from the grave. But it's Body and Gravity into the B bomb site and a retake required. We have seen Legacy pretty much win every B retake they've attempted, though, Henry.
True. Very challenging this one, though. The smoke is stifling. They have another one for Spawn as well. Lucky waiting for the absolute last moment to deploy it. As soon as it goes down, you might call this off. The smoke's about to be dropped. There it is. Got the cash, but do you want to save the AKs? That's the question. They're going for a Dinko.
Yeah, flashes up in the sky. Let's see if 3D Max can hold on in this series, or it's Legacy into the playoffs here in Shanghai. And Nissan wants to drag them through. It's just Body, and he's gone on the drive-by. Legacy get to the defuse, and they make it to the playoffs over 3D Max. They will play against Liquid on Thursday to figure out if it's a semi or a quarterfinal. But either way, a legitimate result picked up from Legacy today.
Wise man once said you can't sleep on Legacy when they're playing Inferno. And it happened. What a statement win there over 3D Max. And look, there's caveats. We know 3D Max are